Help as plugins loaded. Looks like we are gonna go live. And we are live here on Upward. And here we go. UGC Gold Grand Finals.
Here we go. 60 seconds.
And looking at it, looks like both medics just gonna run the standard stock Uber. Wouldn't know why you'd ever run anything else other than stock, as Suicide's
I've seen
coming
some
up for NG.
successful Chris plays on offense on this map. However, it is a risk. Payload is a game of time, and of course, if your Chris doesn't work, especially if they're able to pop their Uber in time, it's just wasted 40 seconds. And at a point where it's hard sometimes to spam out the gun. It's hard to get a Uber off, particularly when you're always at a disadvantage. That's the reason why it's very risky.
So who are you going to be watching at this beginning of the fight, seeing who do you think is going to be the big factor on either team to either get the offense going or get the defense going?
Well, I know you definitely talked about Muma, the demo man, and I know demo can be a really big player at the front, not just for suicides, but really getting off good damage that can force the team to push back without even, without their team even coming up to back them up. But demo powerhouses on payload maps can be absolutely devastating for another team.
First pick coming in from Space Ghost, getting Oxy right off the bat. That's a great pick. But, Space Ghost gets caught out. That's a big pick coming in from Sleeping Light. You get Muma, though, so maybe this defense can hold minus their sniper right now. Solid picks coming in from the 92 Dream Team, stopping any advances.
Looks like they just came in from some suicides with the heavy backing up.
Medic coming out of spawn for blue right now. Trying to push, pocketing sniper though. No demo out quite yet. Here comes Muma. And are they going to pop immediately? Here comes the blue Uber.
Alright, red Uber popped behind. Pyro's popping the Uber. Might be able to block it without getting the gun down at all.
Great.
Looks like blue is kept out, still putting on pressure.
Yeah, that gun is still alive. Looks like red doing a great job keeping that sentry. Now finally goes down.
92 backing up already. Going back to second. It looks like they're going to try for a forward hold here, which they got to be careful about, of course, if blue is able to get their sniper up on the hill.
Looking for blue sniper. He's coming up a little bit behind, but he's heading up the hill right now, trying to see if he can get a sightline as red sniper's not peeking at all. So, there goes Muma. Nice shot by Space Ghost Coffee. Again, going to stop any offensive. And he's on a little bit of a run, 2K right now. But gets taken up by Oxy.
So it looks like red is actually backed up to the typical passive hold on this map. This is a very, very risky point because the sniper sightlines are so huge. And it's so easy, of course, to get somebody in the top windows and get a lot of spam and damage on your combo and even get the point without any contest. Luckily for red, they do have blue hazing up in the attic here, making sure no soldiers are up on the sentry or any pressure comes up from above. Very good move.
Smart move by Blue's Han, and Hungry gets sniped. That might sing Lapusses. Here it comes. Blue Uber onto the sentry gun as red Uber counters.
Looks like a little bit miscommunication from Takram and the Pyro on red. Completely disconnecting as Takram stepped behind. Luckily they didn't get enough cart time to make a difference.
Space Ghost, that mini sentry gets a nice 2K and Space Ghost goes down. Blue might be able to save
when they never took down Blue Hazen, you just stand over, cleaned everyone up.
Blue's Han, great play by him, but nice stab by Flatline taking down Takram. That's a big play. That's going to give Sam a bit of an Uber advantage. That might mean that red team needs to start.
This might actually completely mess up their defense here. They have nobody in the window right now. It looks like blue is actually going to start pushing very early, and without a medic, it doesn't even matter if their setup is good if the other team has such a big advantage and cart time.
Yep. Red NG gets the sentry gun out. He is perfectly fine, but blue has a massive Uber advantage, about 50% right now.
This aggression from Muma so far has been great. It's really working out for them.
Yeah. If I were Muma's right now, I'd keep that aggression going. Get into them. You know you have an Uber advantage, a really significant one, so they need to go now, especially with that red sniper down. Here comes the blue Uber, as I said.
Oh, it's forced early.
Nice play by, I believe that was the soldier there, Bird, forcing Uber early, but trying to get the sentry, but that engineer is doing a really great job of keeping that gun alive.
Problem was it was popped so far back the demo man didn't even have enough time to get in and get any damage on the sentry gun. Finally got it down, surprisingly.
And
nobody forward for red team contesting the cart and all the ground that they're taking over. They were actually able to pressure that point without any contest.
Yeah, this blue team controlling this entire game right now, even though they do have no Muma and Sleeping Life at the moment. They will get this cart capped, unless Hungry says something to say about it, gets the NG. It looks like they're going to prevent it right before the cart's capped.
It looks like they will be able to inch it overall. There we go.
Nice play by...
I actually wonder if this was even a good idea at all for Red to stay so far forward. Even, you know, the blue spawns are so far forward right now, this isn't a good idea for Red at all. They shouldn't be here.
Scruff McGruff got a nice pick on Muma, which is going to delay him a little bit, but Uber advantage again. Oh! A collateral coming in from Space Ghost.
Hot damn.
Getting sleeping, and Ards also picking up soup. This Red sniper top in the scoreboard gets the NG 5K right
Scruff
now.
McGruff just got the blue medic. That's definitely going to hold down their momentum that they had so previously. The aggression is all of a sudden slowed down, and Red can catch up with some advantage. Fortunately for them, they are holding third point, which isn't going to work out for them very long because blue has such close spawns and such quick spawns. Looks like they're finally backing up.
Yeah, looks like Space Ghost got hit by Girardi, so he needs to get out, otherwise he's going to get destroyed by the demo. But the assassination class is for the Dream Team. I might have said this earlier, but those two are really good, so those two have to do as much as they can to stop the Mumas. And
well, I really think 92 Dream Team is starting to play this very smart. They were playing very aggressive earlier to try to stop that momentum that Mumas has been having. However, I think they just almost held into third a little bit too long and didn't get up top. They're giving, this whole entire match, they've been giving Mumas so much ground, and they're just moving, you know, even with the disadvantage, they continue to move forward and just pressure them back.
We have a bit of a sniper showdown going on right here between Space Ghost and Oxy. Finally, it ends as a nice stab coming in from Scruffhead. Blue's got Uber now. They pop immediately, trying to force the red. They do force the red Uber. They're going for the gun, which is only level 1. So that's probably going to go down.
Get it.
The NG.
Hungry's seeing trouble now with blue heavy up in the window, shooting him up.
Attack ram goes down.
This is not good for 92.
3 up for 92, and looks like Red is going to be able to cap this pretty easily.
The Uber trade worked out for them, but however, it was just a scramble from there. Everyone shot different things and didn't even notice that they had been losing ground progressively. The heavies upstairs, they had the flank behind them. Players just keep going down for Mumas.
Scout wouldn't be black. It's too strong for that attack ram. Gets the Scout. Solid cart defense at this little last second coming in from Red, but Blue still has a huge number advantage.
Hungry goes down again, that might be it.
But they are not pushing the cart. Space Ghost doing his best, doing his best
keep coming, and they're just, oh no.
They
oh my gosh, 92 was actually able to hold on, I can't believe it.
92, wow. Great plays coming in from Bird. I saw him bombing the cart, getting, I think 1 or 2 picks, and Space Ghost just locking up players. They didn't want to push into his sightlines, respecting the sniper.
And this is definitely where we can see a lot of stalemates happening on this map. Last point is challenging. Not only do you have a lot of ground, a lot of teams have that tunnel vision instinct when they have a great, you know, Uber push. They all get in. It's working out for them. They're getting picks. All start suiciding on the cart as something else comes on. And it just happens to so many teams on this map. It's a hard point to coordinate.
It is very hard.
I think that's what happened to them. They all just started scattering and piling on the cart and being picked one by one.
And another thing that I do want to point out, Space topping the scoreboard for this 92 team. Blue needs to do a better job at dealing with them because he is the big reason why.
Right, Uber popped on Blue and they're going in again. They're actually taking ground as they have been this entire map. Spy on the cart, see if they can hold it off.
A lot of numbers down for Red right now.
Oh, they don't know there's a heavy up top. But again, it's that mentality of just going in and going for the cart and getting people on the cart, but not realizing all of the people sitting back and just waiting for their Uber to be done.
Yeah.
Getting picked off one by one.
Disastrous push from the Mumas right there. And they just need to get more coordinated with these pushes. As Slemnish cleans up Sleeping Life, which is going to free up his demo.
Rest in peace, carry me, Becca.
Little death falls down the pit. Rest in peace, friend, as 92, it looked like it was all over for them. They couldn't hold, and look at this really solid defense right now.
Blue is trying to keep up with the aggression that we've been seeing all game, but it looks like they've almost kind of lost the groove that they've been carrying on. They don't have the momentum that was carrying them forward. However, they're just getting in and going for that end goal. See if they can really regroup and start recapturing the ground like they did so well before.
It will be about even Ubers is red. I don't assume it's going to push into these guys. So we will have an Uber versus Uber fight in probably 3
90%
seconds.
on either team?
Yep, we got full Ubers. Here we go. But Muma and Sleeping are down, so Blue can't push.
I don't think this is a good idea, and I think, yep, they realize that. They back up, and they're probably going to wait until Muma spawns to push in.
They did get a nice pick though. Oxy did get Space Ghost, so that might be allowing them to push in. And
it is, however, spawns are so quick on this defensive point that it's going to be difficult. They have a scout on point, almost got the cap.
Demo
looks like
down.
they're working off of it, and it looks like Mumas might get it in just a little bit. Yes, they got it.
Great push right there from the Mumas. That was all just carrying me back at the scout, just getting on the cart, being protected by Super. Great play by the flank, but 9 minutes, that is not a terrific time for an offense on Upward, especially with the hyper offense that I was expecting from Mumas.
Although with Upward's last point being such a difficult point, I don't exactly blame them. I have seen a lot worse from better teams on this map, and I've seen a lot better from better teams. And it doesn't really matter when it comes to a map like this. It's very situational. And with that last point being like how it is, Muma really saved themselves 5 minutes there. It looks like, 92 almost saved themselves 5 minutes because Muma's was about to get a 4 or 5 minute time for a while there. And had they not clung on to that last point and held it for a couple of minutes, really got themselves together, we could have been seeing a disastrous situation for the favorite tonight.
Exactly. I mean, they capped, I believe it was 2 minutes 30 seconds through the first 3 points, which...
Oh yeah, they were in last point with about 3:30 left, I would say.
Yeah, that was not looking pretty for them, but
9 minutes is plenty of time to rather change that. I wouldn't... They can easily fail a 9 minute push, but they can easily hold it as well. We'll see what happens.
We have a Caber watch on Hungry right now. It looks like he wants to do something with this Caber. Gonna wait a little bit, see what he wants to do. Here he comes. Demo bombing in from Blue. Trying to get the sniper. Gets him. Nice play. So Blue Sniper Space Ghost gonna have complete sight lines right now. I'm gonna watch him and see what he does with Oxy down. As Oxy's been very good SVSing him, but no, he doesn't have to worry about that. Sniper's so big, gets the soldier pick right there as Blue making pretty good stance. Trying to see what he can do. Misses. Okay, that's fine.
I see a much slower first push here from the Blue right now.
Down.
Very slowly getting in, trying to gain this round. The soldier, scout, upper half. Sentry was actually spammed out a lot faster than the Ubers were even popped, so we might just see a success based on how much ground Blue already has, as well as the better Uber and Sentry spam.
Good enough.
I'd say it's a safe mood. Holding first point is never a good thing on payload. There is not one safe first point that exists that you can really risk your whole team wiping on when there are much better holds to put your team on defense for.
Yeah, smart play by the Mumas, instantly knowing that this first point isn't valuable. The valuable points start here with the second point.
Ooh, however, Space Ghost Coffee actually got the sniper pick for Red, so their team might be able to go straight in here without a sightline to hold them down.
But Takram went down, so this Blue team doesn't have the medic, and Red's got a huge advantage on Blue. They might be able to try a dry push, but not looking likely. They get the Angie. Scruff McGruff, huge picks. And that's going to stop any gun, but Takram goes down again.
Oh, that's really going to hold them down.
Becca is just behind the lines, I believe, just making life hell for this Blue medic right now. And Blue can't do anything right now with their medic down.
I really have to commend Muma's play so far at this map. They have been playing like a very solid team and playing their advantages very carefully. Although they've been aggressive, they haven't been reckless, and they seem to really make sure they don't lose any advantage that they possibly have, especially when it's so important on defense on this map. You know, one stab could break your entire defense and push you back 2 points, and so far, just really careful, smart play from them.
Yeah, very smart play coming in from Mumas, and great individual plays coming out from the Red Scout, Skippy. Got the medic twice in a row, and that completely halted this Blue offense, which looks strong as Space Ghost got that initial pick on the sniper. So
Takram at 60% now. We actually really have to watch here because this is where the picks are going to come in. As you can see, Blue Soldier starting to get out, get some spam on the gun. This can be a deciding factor. Any pick here can completely break their defense, or enough cap time, or just enough spam, and it looks like they're starting...
Oh, Demo goes down for Red.
There we go. That was the pick.
And Sentry's down. Blue gonna move on this as
they time for Blue Uber, and it looks like Red completely gave up that point. They weren't even gonna try.
Yeah, Red forced the Uber here. I don't know why they didn't. Heavy ran out of ammo. Need to get out now. And Blue full Uber. And Scout doesn't get the medic that time. Blue coming in aggressive. Uber popped. They pick up Arts to Spanny, and that's going to help them get in.
I think this is a mistake.
Yeah.
I think Mumo really should not have held that far forward when they had almost full Uber disadvantage. They could have lost their medic there, and I'm actually surprised that they didn't. But the thing is now, they had so few players holding. They had a level 1 gun that they actually managed to keep up somehow, but the thing is they lost so many players in that push that it's not going to be worth it for them. That was not worth holding for.
Blueshan got the pick on the red medic there, so that's going to give a bit of an advantage to TAC-RAM. Not much, though, is slowly building, but enough to where they should be fine. Blueshan has been out of his mind this match. Really was the reason why they were able to get that 9-minute defensive hold. But Red Heavy, collateral! Yes, second collateral from Space Ghost.
Muma continues to lean players. They don't have anybody contesting her right now, and they might be able to just roll in without any problem whatsoever. I think Muma really could have played that point a lot safer, like they almost did second point.
Yeah, Space Ghost Coffee got a huge pick right there and got the sentry cleanup, and now Bird is controlling the spawn NG down. That's
yeah,
not
unfortunately
a good
for
sign.
them, it looks like 92 Dream Team actually took over the upper area, got their sniper up there. All of Red Team is over by the sentry gun, which is a very bad position to really contest
Medic
anything
down.
on this point. No protection, nothing to watch main. They're all just being pinched in a corner right now. This is not looking good for Mumas.
And yeah, Blue Team's got full Uber, they're pushing in full numbers, basically full heals. Oh!
Wow.
Oxy gets TAC-RAM! Nice play by Oxy, but is it too little too late?
It might be, with
Space
only a
Ghost.
beggar soldier to protect and a sentry gun not even out, they can't get out of spawn.
Wow.
Wow, that was very well played with 92. I was gonna say that was a very good round all in all. Like I was amazed at how well Muma played the first half, the aggression that they had for the first 3 points. You know, the unfortunate situation that happened on last happens to so many teams, and it really could have happened to 92 here too, had everyone played. You know, it's a map of mistakes. That's what Payload is so risky about, and it's why DM alone can't carry any team to victory on this type map mode in general. Problem is, when they lost that second point so quickly, they lost so many people. They tried holding forward when they had full disadvantage, lost everyone there, and they just, it almost looked like they fell apart.
We have the logs here, and I'm taking a look at them. Space Ghost Coffee. He is playing out of his mind right now. He 25 and 11. That's absolutely brilliant by them. They're the red sniper going 9 and 17.
For snipers.
Blueshan 21, 11 and 7. He is doing so much silent work, and he's a huge reason why. And not to be outdone by Sleeping Life. Sleeping Life having a great game with 20 and 17, but Blue Hassan is, in my opinion, the big reason why that 92 team was able to salvage that the kind of cruddy first 3 points of defense and make that a really beautiful fourth defense, just because he was controlling that blue team's pushing. Another great play from Little Death, 21 and 5, not dying much at all. TAC-RAM only dying 7 times, which is really good for a medic on playing against really DM aggressive and really good picking players. So you gotta be aware of this 92 team not dying a lot and getting a ton of picks.
Well, definitely had to commend them. It's a very risky map to play aggressive, but it's also a great map where if you execute it correctly, play safe where need be, play aggressive where need be, it works out very well for them. And I think that's definitely what we saw. And both teams tried for the same execution. It's just mistakes. And I believe we're supposed to be going on to the second map now. Correct? Finals best of 3 should only be one half of each map. I'm not sure if they...
Yeah.
No.
Should be that the Dream Team is up 1-0 right now over Muma, but are they aware of the rule? Are they aware that they don't have to do 2 halves? I'm gonna message and see they only have to do 1 half.
Just one more. Jiro, what have you mainly been watching in this match so far? What are you seeing from your point of view?
Mostly what I've been watching is a lot of the spy action. A lot of people like to see Scruff McGruff, definitely. Also a lot of the demo plays from Muma. He's got a lot of really good bomb-ins in the beginning of each round. So I've been kind of keeping an eye on those things. Oxygen and Space has been doing a fantastic job killing each other, as well as getting some of the other teams, and they've really had some huge plays.
Yeah, I really have to, give a big props or congratulations to the pick classes this game. Not only the snipers, which a lot of times will get the light, whether it's payload or Koth or not, but the spies. I have seen both spies make very key picks in this game at very crucial moments and really, I guess, get their time to shine, but from having the first time seeing these players, they're definitely performing very well, and I can see them being top high gold players just watching this match alone. Oh wow, it looks like we're actually going into a second half of Upward?
Yeah, I confirmed with the blue sniper Space Ghost Coffee that both teams agreed to do a full game of Upward. So if Mumas wins this, we get a special treat in Grand Finals.
So both teams picked Upward, are you saying?
No, they agreed. This was the 92's pick for map, but they both agreed that they want to do a full game on this as a true test of merit. So let's see.
But what does that mean? Does that mean we're not doing a second map?
We are doing a second map. However, 92 hasn't won Upward yet.
All right. Well, this will get interesting, and possibly very long.
Yeah, possibly very long, but let's hope it's a long game. Let's hope that this is long and exciting and not quick, boring, and just we know who's gonna win. Not much happening right now at the opening fight. Some picks there's one big pick, Muma down to Scruff McGruff. That might be the opening that they need to push into the Sentry.
We see Takram cam at the spawn, and it looks like they're about to push in Hungry and Takram here. Interesting play. Actually, their combo is holding back very passively, considering that, of course, first hold isn't exactly the most crucial, but it looks like they're waiting for the spy sap, and the Uber is in.
Yep, Uber's in for blue. Here we go. Red Uber is immediately countered. Trying to get the red sniper. Gets the sniper. That's going to be good on the demo. Not a lot of frags going in for this red team. They needed to get some frags, especially with that later Uber, but
it almost looks like a lack of communication and just everyone on blue being a little bit spread out, oddly enough, but that definitely won them the push. Not only did the demo really help them in the Uber, which ended up being overall better as far as picks, they got the engineer and the gun. So given the momentum, no contests on the hill, they might be able to get right into second point here without any defense set up at all, but it looks like they're trying to hold, interestingly enough.
Muma doing his best, trying to prevent them, and doing a good job as he had some sticky traps that picked off the sniper and the pyro, so looks like blue team has to back off for a little bit as some good improv defense coming in from Muma. But looks like blue doesn't want to wait. They're popping it immediately, knowing they have a little bit of advantage. Here comes the red Uber coming in pretty soon. And here it is.
A little bit
now.
late, but they barely have any cap time. They probably won't even get anything done with this push.
I don't know if that was a good pop by red. That didn't accomplish much of anything. It just sort of kept them.
Yeah, I think that might have been actually a mistake on 92 Dream Team's combo. What you really should see on the map, especially when you have a 20% advantage as far as your Uber goes. You have the picks to back. You have no gun set up. They should have had their combo up there and basically locking them in spawn.
Yeah.
They made the mistake of having their combo hold all the way back by the cart, hoping it would move up and allowed them to push back into them, despite getting the point in the end.
But Muma's made another mistake right after, popping late in the Uber as the Dream Team got clear of the Uber range, and just they couldn't do anything with that Uber, and that allowed a lot of picks, which gave up the cap. While second isn't the most important to hold, it is a nice idea to hold that for a little bit, which they had a solid time, I guess, but they could have held that for a little longer had they kept that Uber. Blue Sun goes down, which is going to prevent any pushing coming in from red. And Space Ghost goes down too, so yeah, blue won't be pushing for a while.
Oh, interesting. We actually see Arch completely stall the Uber from a very forward position that otherwise I would actually say is a very dangerous position for a Pyro to be.
Scout on the medic and demo trying to get something, can't get him. Attack ram safe, getting sandwiched, so good try by the Red Scout. Goes down though after all his efforts.
Definitely props to Arts on that push there. He completely saved Mumas from losing that push at all, to a team that arguably had a better Uber and better positioning coming into the push. However, with that positioning and putting no pressure on the Pyro at all beforehand, it was almost kind of like they were asking for it. I would say that was actually a very risky position to hold, considering they didn't have it yet, but not only that, with their Pyro, which is a key defender in stopping an Uber, was so far forward that they very well could have lost that push off of getting a Pyro pick alone and being too far forward.
Looking at the setup right now, both teams identical Ubers. They had rising up at the same time. Both at full Uber. Blue's gonna want to go dance first. Red pops first, however. But the blue demo falls down the cliff.
Awesome. Oh, this might completely stall their Uber here. They might even want to be able to get in.
That's what we play upward for, to see them fall off the cliff. Such an interesting mechanic of this map, and it's very unique for this. That completely screwed up this entire blue team offensive, and they can't get the cart going much, as great defense coming in from all the players, trying to make sure the Scout can't do much. Scout now edging the cart, seeing what he can do as he's getting a lot of protection from his demo, but he's gonna go. Soldier falls off
rest
the cliff.
in peace.
The soldier went for the bomb on the Scout and accidentally, I think, shot the cart and flew off. Wow. That is going on the blooper reel, but
Interesting. It looks like Mumas are going to play it a lot safer this time and actually go upstairs and get a better hold on this point rather than making the mistake they did last round, holding too far forward.
Level 3. That's a really solid pick. And that's going to allow this blue team to get into with no sentry gun up and no NG.
Sentry gun and down an NG. Ubers are traded upstairs. Looks like no one really has a good positioning on this push at all. Nobody on cart, so they're really not making a whole lot of progress on it all. But blue, get the med pick. There we go.
They're hungry. And if I were blue, I need to get aggressive now. They know where their players are. They need to punish them as Heavy drops down, trying to get something. Nope. Little Death just rushing with that Frontier Justice. Doesn't get much, but now not.
There we go. Muma goes down on red. That might be it for their defense here.
Yeah, well.
Now they have ground and positioning. Spy going on the cart might be their last resort. Gets the demo pick, not the medic.
Only the Pyro up for red, and full wipe. Blue is going to cap this with ease.
Wow.
Slemnish is the hero of that round. He was on that cart pretty much 24/7 when he needed to be, and he got that cart through that third point where I thought that Mumas were gonna lock it up. And while there was obviously the failed jump, I thought that honestly, even with that failed jump, they should not have capped third that quickly. But Slemnish doing his role. He's playing his class well, and with a 6:12 time, which is a really good time for upward. It's going to be hard to beat.
No, it's all about that last push. I really think, overall they did a very good job in getting, even though every push didn't work out for them first try, second try always, and that last push was really what looked to be a very unsuccessful Uber, and almost a loss at first turned into a very big win with the demo going down, and they really took advantage of that situation, got positioning, and was able to clean up on an almost frantic looking defense on Mumas.
Taking a look at it right now, it looks like Oxy's kind of recovering after the first round sort of beating he received. Now going more even with Space Ghost, along with Flatline. So it looks like Muma's assassination classes woke up and starting to play to their potential, but they'll need to do this at 6:12 time. They need to get some picks.
Might not even see suicides here at the beginning, but always, worth a try. Looks like they're going to be doing some pressure. Yep.
Won't get much of anything. Muma down. Expecting that soldier direct hit, can't get anything either. So good plays coming in from the red team, only losing their scout from that, so they can hold for a little bit. No sniper as well. Red demo aggro, trying to see if he can get something, but now the medic's out for blue. It's a bit odd to see the medic out right now.
Yeah, it seems like that aggressive play that we almost saw in the first half has been completely gone. However, I mean, although they've been winning these pushes so far, it's just been almost completely different teams of what we're looking at.
Exactly. Looks like 92 is completely confident in their play style.
They're being careful, but you can't.
Yeah, they're
confident. On a risky map where pick can make the difference. Don't blame them.
Attack ramp goes down. Great pop coming in from
Oh my gosh, almost a complete wipe. A complete wipe coming from Red. They're just gonna roll forward and hopefully get their combo in front of the second door.
This is what 92 needed to do last round. Get
Oh,
somebody
the spy on the demo.
And
there goes the spawn camp idea.
McGruff not letting the spawn camping happening. Great drop right there from Muma, just halting.
Like nobody even missing Space Ghost on the right. He looks like he misses one opportunity at a pick. Arts gets on him, and they might be able to still completely prevent them from getting a second hold up at all.
And yeah, the second defense is not happening. The 92 needs to get back to third. That's a big point to lose. Is last round Mumas had a pretty alright defense. They had about 220 leading into second. That's not good for 92. And especially with the Uber advantage on blue right now.
Looks like they're going for an interesting idea of pushing from the cart, which is not something you see too often. Forced early. I'm not even sure they're going to get anything done with this Uber.
Off the cliff. That was not a good idea to pop from there as...
No, that is a very risky push, especially when you have a pyro up. Luckily for them, they didn't get their whole combo blown off.
Very lucky for them, but that's huge for the red team. They need that. It's sort of like getting a med pick right there almost. The Uber's completely wasted, so Red's gonna get the solid defense and full Uber. They're now waiting for anything as Sniper's now in a forward spot. Gets Muma! That Red Sniper doing his work, but they know, and there goes Oxy.
Oxygen does get that Sniper pick, which might allow them to start edging up at least a little bit. Takes out one of the big disadvantages at this point is that it's so difficult to get around that corner there without something, you know, they have the risk of something dropping on you from above, but also being forced early and getting sniped.
Of course. Oh, blue medic
doesn't matter with Scruff McGruff coming in and getting the medic for blue, which is definitely going to stall the aggression that they finally started, but the force on red, it might not be much.
Scruff McGruff has been pretty good this match. Happy to see this guy play after his amazing work on last time I saw him. Blue can't push on this. Little Death gets another few good picks on Super and Muma there, which prevents them. We're seeing a lot of good work coming in from these secondary players on 92 Dream Team. That being Little Death, Blues Han, and I'd say Scruff McGraw. Just getting good picks.
Now we're starting to see that aggression. Oh,
Demo
there
down.
we go. Flatline does get hungry, which is a very big pick considering blue team is actually at a disadvantage and now only has to fight a sniper sideline as well as a combo that previously was playing aggressive but now is forced to shrink back to their sentry gun and wait for the Uber.
5 down for red. This is the time blue needs to get in, especially with
they should be moving fast.
Yeah,
anything,
they need to get
but it doesn't matter, the point is won.
Check down. Art's trying to do some work into last. Probably can't get much of it in 2 minutes. This is doable, but they only have about 2 Ubers if this. They have 1 Uber if this one fails. So
they realize the stake, trying to get as much cart time as they can before they get their combo forward. It looks like they're going to try to edge it up as much as they can before they get that Uber trade in. Make sure it's always moving. Of course, fight alone. What looks like to almost be a lone demo man up top. This is very crucial for either team.
Scruff McGruff drops the blue medic.
That was crucial.
Wow. Scruff McGruff was hiding underneath, and they went underneath the push and just got a beautiful stab, and picks coming in all on the blue team. Not looking good. Blue medic switching the crits is a last ditch effort right now because they can't build Uber fast enough, so they need to go, and they need to go now if they're going to get anything.
They do have an opportunity for one more Uber, but the thing is, they need to execute this correctly. And when something like upward last, where it's such a difficult point, to one thing get your team coordinated, but deal with a sentry gun and trade an Uber, as well as, you know, get cart time, which is a lot of times the hardest thing on payload last. You'd be surprised. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do it. It takes a lot of things happening for them to work out for them, and what looked like a really big advantage for them for a second has turned into almost a disaster.
Yeah, only about 40 seconds left. They need to start thinking, alright, this card is hard to push, it's hard to get momentum. We need to start getting our Uber. They have full crits right now. Muma pops crits! And they switched the map.
Well, that sucks.
I'm gonna go take a guess and say that Dream Team won that because there would be a third round if they hadn't, but this is a little weird. I'm gonna go ask them not to do that again. because that was getting exciting. The blue crits just popped right there.
Yeah, of course the team does this.
Yeah, confirmed with Space Ghost. It is 1-0, 92 Dream Team.
All right, and then we head on to Process, which I believe is only going to be 1/2 now, correct?
I'll ask if this is also in 1/2. And looks like Takram will take the blame for doing this. So if you are angry about not seeing this, send your angry complaints to Takram. But
You know, something I've almost been very disappointed to see out of you. I mean, not exactly disappointed as much as the deciding factor in this match has been really awareness, I think. Both teams have been trying to play a very aggressive style, which has been working out for them, but their awareness and just be able to play it safe and coordinated as a team has not been really working out for Mumas that much. I've seen them being just be teared apart by snipers and spies at the worst moments.
yeah. I confirmed with Space Ghost this is only 1/2 of Process, so no double half, so no to 5 rounds. This is first to 4 rounds, or first to have most rounds over the 30-minute period. I really hope they don't reset the server again. I do agree with you. Sorry for going off a little tangent, but
No, it's okay.
I agree with you that both teams' awareness has been poor. I think that 92 obviously has been doing a little bit better of a job as Scruff McGruff.
I think 92 has been able to just hold on to the key moments a lot better and just hold themselves together overall to get long enough defense times, and that's kind of what it was about. But offense-wise, they were just playing so carefully not to lose. You know, when they were about to push in, for instance, every time they got advantage, you definitely saw their play style change from those aggressive positions all of a sudden to and something you'd see normally, as well as just their pyro holding back, their heavy holding back, just being very careful that they're not losing their flank and their medic and their demo. And however, on the other team, Muma, all you kept seeing is just jumping in and getting picked at the wrong times and falling apart.
They let Space Ghost Coffee do too much work, which might be hard to say that you can prevent him because he is really good. Scruff McGruff also doing so much work. I'm gonna go pull up the logs from that half. Scruff McGruff had, I think, 3 drop.
Yeah, do you think we can actually get those logs up on screen? I would love to look at them.
I will try posting them. I will send them. Yep.
Awesome.
Great.
Also, a quick plug for UGC. They did just put up a community poll for all people that are either rostered or not currently rostered on UGC, with some questions about weapon bans as well as maps and other questions about the league's future, and they'd love to get community feedback. So, anyone that's interested and hasn't already, go to the UGC forums and check out that poll.
We do definitely want your advice on how to improve our league. As we are developing as a league, we are still growing, even though we are 15 seasons strong in Highlander and even more in 6s. So,
oh man,
definitely do want
it gets better and better every season.
It does. I'm taking a look at these logs. Slemnish, wow, 25 and 11 on one of the worst scout maps in TF2. If that doesn't tell you that he's one of the best, I don't know what will. Great
It's all
job
about playing very well with your team, your demo man, and playing aggression right. Clearing the card. Scout's job is a lot bigger than people would give it credit for on payload.
Scruff McGruff had 4 med picks. That is huge. That's way too many if I were Mumas. They need to start watching their backs a lot more, maybe. I know Arts is playing a really aggro style. They need to start playing Arts in a more passive style. Because
if anything, I've noticed that, their entire combo on Muma has been just a very aggressive style. Not even just aggressive as much as their positioning has been oddly forward at times. And I think that we could even see 92 taking advantage of that more often. All the times I've just seen a player singled out, and although it's aggression, it's risky when you have the pick players doing as much as they are, as well as the scouts.
They might be able to get away if pick players, but these two are 2 of the best. You can't get away with this aggression. You need to respect them. And I think while they are respecting Space Ghost, they're not respecting Scruff McGruff, and Scruff McGruff is absolutely teaching them a lesson about respect. So they need to be a lot more aware of him. as that's going to kill them.
Also, just something in general. When people ask me what the biggest difference between gold and platinum is, in my opinion, having experience in both, I think something a lot of people don't realize is just how hard you get punished moving from gold to platinum, even if you're on a top gold team. It's one of the things you notice the most, and it's sometimes just a hard lesson that people have to learn. They might have been the best in gold, but all of a sudden their players are going to get really, they're going to die a lot. They're going to single down a lot. It's really going to affect their team and how they hold it together. So that's something that I think is important to watch out for, especially if you're a prospective gold player and want to eventually move up to platinum, is start being aware of it now, because that is something that is absolutely crucial. And we're starting to see how these teams are high gold, making it to the top, but if they continue going, it's going to be a lot harder for them to get away with that playstyle.
As I said earlier, the Dream Team is continuing on in Plat, and as Melon has been saying, it is
Team.
It is a really tough move up from Gold to Plat, because there are a lot better players in there. The division's just all tougher. I know the Dream Team, I know a lot of their players, and I know these guys are tough, and I know they're willing to work, so I believe if there's any team that could go from winning gold to eventually, I'm not saying next season, but eventually becoming plat contenders, it's this Dream Team, if they stick together and they keep on going, because they have something special.
I think that would be really exciting. You don't see too many teams that have the success to say, like teams like DK, where they group of friends stay together, mainly the same roster, but they adapt, they stick together through the hard times of, sometimes just losing a lot, which is hard for a lot of people, especially if you've always been competing at the top of your level. Platinum can be a hard adjustment, and really props to those teams that do keep trying and going on, and I think it's something really special.
DK is the perfect example, as they won gold in season 11, and in a season where they were not expected to win gold, so they went in, won gold, and look at them now. They're one of the 3 best plat teams in UGC right now, in North America. So
careful saying that, because they aren't top 3 right now, so careful.
Yeah, well, I will say that
people can agree and have their opinions. Just
they're one of I'll say that they are one of the
competitive
best plat teams.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry for top 3, but they are one of the best, absolutely. Great group of guys, and we are live right now here on Process.
We are live.
I'm going to be watching the blue demo rollout. Hungry, he's taking it slow right now. Let's take this passively as Muma's already
waiting. Yeah, Muma definitely got to mid a lot faster, got some initial damage off, possibly even keeping them out of choke. Fortunately for him, it looks like there was a little bit of a miscommunication as far as what team is running out where, with the combo going as a split. Very slow mid-fight so far, not many picks are staying on the board at all.
Hungry, he needs to get heals, as some picks starting to go across the way, the biggest one being on the Space Ghost Coffee. So that's going to hurt a 92 Dream Team, as Little Death goes down, and it looks like this mid-fight's probably going to go to the Mumas right now. Yep,
yeah, definitely won a game of numbers. They actually ended up popping their Uber rather than backing out. I think it's a questionable decision, not getting any picks at all. They might not even be able to make it out at this point.
I think they were trying to save Hungry on the Uber flash, but just missed him by a millisecond.
Possibly.
So
now that, I think, was a very slow mid-fight.
And red Uber's in, trying to get this medic, get some. That's a good Uber right there. If you can get the medic, the Uber is good. And not looking good right now for for the blue team, is 5 down, and not getting spawn wave really until 10 seconds.
For another 8 seconds. See, if they move right into spawn right now, they're actually down a heavy, a soldier, a NG, all these things that could prevent them from even getting into the point.
Wow.
No defense.
That was a really strong round from the Mumas. That is just, now they're showing their true colors. This is the map they were preparing for.
I really think people don't even take advantage of what the mid-fight possibly could mean for their team. It's a lot bigger than what people do. If you wipe on mid, that could be game, and that's exactly what we just saw.
Yeah.
And it was a slow mid, no one was taking ground until the very end, but was just one team picking up the other one by one.
Great plays coming in from the scout and demo on Mumas. And another slow mid fight, not much happening. Space Ghost gets Oxy this time, so that might help a lot for 92, as Sniper's huge on this mid fight.
I'm not
So-
really sure if I just like what I'm seeing out of Muma's team. They've basically been staying in that corner all the time. The problem about this, although it might work out for them now and they might be able to hold up a defense, thing is soon enough one team is going to walk off across points and start, yep, picks are going to go down.
Takram goes down, Sleeping Light picks off Takram. Red Uber's coming in trying to get him off point, and suddenly, while it looked like Blue had such an advantage, Red just
Oh, but they
comes
don't
back.
realize that the point is still inhabited by 3 members of Blue team.
But looks like they don't care. They're going to control this point. There
Sniper
goes
v
Soldier.
sniper fight at mid. This is very exciting. There we go.
They clean him. Wow. Red team came out of it looked like they lost that mid fight to they won that mid fight. Now they have a 50% Uber advantage.
No, I have to say, Takram's death could not have come at a better time there because it almost looked like Muma's forced that Uber there. Almost like exactly what happened last time. They used it, weren't getting anything done, but with that medic down, all of a sudden their Uber was that much more powerful.
Yeah, Sleeping Light
And they
is
won.
huge. He got that med. I think it was a drop. Yeah, he got the med drop on mid, which completely screwed up the offense for this blue team, and then they just start dropping numbers. So it looks like this is going to be a slow push into last. I think they do know they have an advantage. Here comes Red Uber
Uber
right
popped
now.
very early.
Popped
It's just
really
a matter
early.
if they can get on the medic, which it looks like they're playing very safely. They might not be able to get any cap time before the Ubers pop right back into red here.
Yeah. Medic's
2
got
members
about
on either team.
95.
3.
And Muma is down. Muma and Hungry are both down. No demos for this side, but Red's on the point. Blue.
Oh my god.
Blue had the
They popped
Uber.
they popped the Uber to stop the point, but they were too late. I just gotta say, so far that time, the Sticker Crew, I believe his alias is, just completely saved his team that round. I can't believe he was able to edge that cap there. Wow. Takes major NG balls.
This is some crazy work coming in from Muma's. Both mid fights have been really strong. But well, there goes the strong mid fights. Huge pick coming in from Space Ghost onto Muma, and now Blue needs to get into this. They need 92 needs to get into
Doesn't
Muma
even
now.
meter, no. Looks like Muma's didn't even try to contest at all. Completely backing out.
Smart play by the Mumas, knowing that.
I agree. Mid-fights are complete deciders. If they decide to stay in, they could have all wiped and not even been able to hold second. So I think holding second with 90% Uber is a lot safer for them than just completely being wiped through the last.
Of course. And looks like Blue not gonna wait. They want to get in. They want to go. No time to diddly daddly. So here we go. Blue gonna
Pulling
come
off
in.
advantages. Red does not have Uber yet, but it looks like he's in a safe place and won't even be able to stop.
Uber pop for Blue, counter pop for Red, trying to get some picks. Sniper and NG go down. Sniper's a good pick. And Pyro trying to do something, but Blue getting some strong point presence, even though they're down Demo and Scout. Now, I don't know.
Super still in and actually at full health. It looks like where they're getting wrapped right now. This could be a complete turnaround for what we saw this defense.
The only advantage that 92 has right now is they have a Space Ghost sitting, but now they don't. So now Red needs to get back on that mid, which they're doing exactly that. Muma bombing the point.
Only 60% Uber. This is not the time that this combo wants to be caught out here. This might be all of it ending right here, but
Yeah. Especially with a little bit of an Uber advantage Takram has. He's got about a 20%, so yeah. Takram needs to stay on this point, command this Uber charge. There
just
comes
so
the
much
Uber
back
bomb.
and forth aggression.
Sam is hurt right now, so Sam's got to go find health. But Uber for the blue team, red team now has an 80% advantage.
I think Muma's flank right there really stepped up and started cleaning up picks before the combo even really had a chance to react or reload their weapons. So big props to Blue there.
Shoot, nice afterburn. But oh, they get Takram. Muma, nice play. Uber pop right there, and but there is a huge number advantage right now
gosh.
for the blue team. Space Ghost
Coffee
super.
just went huge.
Yeah,
Only
gets
to
the
get super.
medic.
Yeah, exactly.
And just like that, even though they lost Takram into this second point, and they can probably get into last, they
He
wanted
doesn't
to with
realize
full
the
numbers.
team is way up.
Scruff McGruff lurking at last, trying to get the sniper, I believe. But just gonna wait underneath the spawn. Get super. Trying to get the medic right now.
3 late
Won't get
picks.
him.
This might not even be enough for Red to hold here. Picks are crucial. With only a sniper and spy down, they might be able to push into last while these spawns are still waiting to come up.
And do they want to push? No, looks like they're just going to respect this defense for a little bit. They do have a slight uber disadvantage, but it's not going to kill them in the end. Good trap there by Hungry. Doesn't get Muma, sadly. But, yeah, Muma is... They could sit pretty on this last all they want and be perfectly fine. This has to be on the initiative of 92 Dream Team, because if they if Mumas just sits there for the rest of the game, they will win 2-0. And they have a defense where they could possibly pull that off. So when the Takram gets the super, they need to aggress.
Oh yeah, and I was actually surprised to see a little bit more aggression from a team that looked so aggressive before and has been so back and forth at the plays that they take advantage of. They did have 3 picks on blue there with only their pick classes down themselves. However, now they're sitting at equal uber, which is where the stalemate of a 5 CP begins.
Yeah.
And they really got to depend on getting those picks again and be able to work off them.
Red Uber's slightly better than the blue Uber, so blue's got to get out. Equal picks coming from both sides, so nothing major happening. Only big pick coming on an Oxy and Sleeping Life. They might be able to push off of this. With,
I would be surprised. Threw down every team. You really can't take every...
But it looks like they want to try. They have Sniper and Demo Aggressive. Hungry goes down and Space Ghost really hurt. And he actually did go down, so Red's going to get into this. So they tried pushing in and did not pay out. Red's going to cap second again. That's
Good
what
decision
Red
by
Team
92,
needs.
getting all the way back on midpoint to just be very safe about that play. A little bit of miscommunication with their demo jumping in, but now they're able to hold at least a little bit closer.
That could have been disastrous if another class was waiting for Hungry at mid, but looks like it's going to be even Ubers. Slight advantage for Red as they're going to want to pop it. Nice stab though.
They should have enough time. Spy distracting, actually completely ruining their Uber. Blue's not taking advantage at all, however. And it looks like Uber's popped from Red. Not exactly the best, but it's slow coming in. Uber's not popped from Red. My bad.
Oh, bomb by Bird. Almost gets the medic. Doesn't get him, and here comes the pop from Red. Blue's got full Uber, and they're just waiting. They have about equal numbers, just missing 2, and there goes the Red medic. Space Ghost is doing so much work getting this medic this game. Just all picks I see him getting are on that medic, so looks like they're going to aggress off of this. They did get a few more picks. Heavy's holding aggro, doesn't want him to get in. Will go down, however. Good try by Sleeping Life, and Slemnish is going to go in the lobby, picks up 2. And once they can get into last now, this is the point where they need to get into last with only 4 up.
However, 3 of those respawns in 8 seconds. If they're slow as they have been, they might not be able to take advantage of it. And looks like they might still be going in, backing out. Yeah, it looks like they're going to just wait for the stalemate and play it out.
There's a good pick right there. Scruff McGruff got aim on and got the sentry gun, so no sentry, and for the blue team, Space Ghost is cheekily picking, I think, from trying to get a pick from Shutter Door on the medic. And here comes Blue Uber, popped on the red, and they need to get people on the point.
Captain Spam, they might actually be able to keep people off completely off the point and get the cap. Wow, nice.
Slemnish is huge right now, top scoring on, he's top scoring for the Dream Team.
No, I gotta say, I know I've been commenting on their slow play a lot, but their safe play has really been working out. Just really taking advantage of these situations, getting ground very slowly, but not playing as risky and careless as they were in the first map.
Both demos get it to mid pretty much relative at the same time as I'm watching Takram right now. But here comes the Soldier Bomb, can't get him. Oh my, wow. Assassination classes for 92. What did I say earlier? They just cleaned the combo up, and now
all
it's
over
not
last
looking
attempt
good.
at a force, and it looks like mid-fight's not over yet. I spoke a little bit too soon, but with only the sniper and scout up from Mumas, we might not be seeing much from them anymore, and if the combo's actually able to get up.
I gotta get credit where
Very
it's
good mid-fight, a lot faster and a lot more aggressive coming from 92. It looks like they got their feet wet, they're kind of comfortable in what they're doing, and they've been playing very safe but very smart together as a team.
And they have full advantage. so they need to get into this Muma's defense. No sniper up, so they can get into his defense as he spawns right now. They need to get cap time right now if they're going to do anything.
Oh, a very big mistake from Mumas. They actually lost a demo and a scout, and if they're able to play on it, they might lose even more here, with the other team having almost, 40% advantage on them. That is a big mistake.
But with that 40% advantage, they need to get into the Mumas now.
Yeah, it only means so much if they actually work up on it, and that's something I haven't seen from them at all. Although they've been winning these fights overall, they have never been pushing up on their pick advantages.
Yeah, red.
Guess if it works, so goes, but I think we can see even more from them right now.
Yeah, red Uber countered on the blue Uber. That Uber should have popped a long time with picks going in on
unfortunately, waiting for spawns meant they can't even get into last. The defense is too strong. Mini untouched and almost
way too strong.
Oxygen just completely saved their team there. Almost in a battle of losing the combo classes, but Oxygen with the demo pick means red inputs out here.
Super gets the medic. There goes Takram.
Great jumps. Wow.
Locked down right now for the red, for the blue team. Red team needs to punish them with 60% advantage and growing because Takram isn't up quite yet. Are they going to be doing it? Yep. But the flank coming in from the blue pyro almost gets Sam right there, all down to 30 HP. That was a good try by blue pyro, but they got I think full Uber right now. They're going to be going through IT. Uber popped, here we go. Can Red do with this? They get Takram. It's a great start.
They have a bit of a scatter. It almost appears that Muma is in completely alone. Ubered combo, slowly taking their picks. Luckily it worked out for them in the end, but what looked like a fight that they were almost outnumbered on with worse health ended up completely reversing in their favor.
Yeah, Muma got in and bullied his way through getting the medic. That's going to really hurt Takram's bias. Now, Sam has another advantage. So they got mid, they have an Uber advantage by about 35, so this isn't looking good right now for 92.
Yeah, from going from the most coordinated team last round to holding it together, it almost looks like they're kind of scrambling on pushes here, not really committing to either getting in or getting out is hurting them right now.
Exactly, and looks like Mumas is also going to go through IT again. They like pushing through IT. It has to do with 92 just not watching it as much. Here we go, Uber's popped. They
pushing from battlements.
That's what you have to do.
Definitely gotta say, I love that battlements push. If you do maintain to get into IT without much pressure or much damage on your team, it brings you in a much closer position to just jump on their team over there in that safe position that we saw 92 Dream Team holding in. And that was it. Those picks that they got on the second point really just claimed the round for them, seized it.
Great work coming in from Super and Muma from the Mumas right now, because those two players are leading their team behind their medic, and really just the big reason why, because Super's getting a lot of damage out as Muma is getting a ton of picks and damage out. So I just feel like 92, while they're doing a little bit more coordination, they're just getting simply out DM'd hard on this map right now. And it could be because there's 6's background, but I don't know. Equal picks coming into this mid fight. So 3 down for each, I think. Yeah, 3 down for each.
Looks like either team is actually playing very careful in this mid, and this is where we begin to see bad things happen. When you have two teams playing passively on a mid, they're just going to go down one by one, and whether the team is, no matter who plays together better and who takes less damage a lot of times.
That Uber right there from Mumas, they should have not have popped that Uber and should have just gotten out. So they waste the Uber as they
again,
are trying
problems
to escape.
committing and getting in and getting out for both teams really now, but
nobody knows Muma's flanking, so Muma just cleaned up blues and is still at mid with the medic, so they're not giving up this mid fight at all. Muma's just powerhouse.
By going in and gets the medic.
It's the medic.
There we go. This mid fight looks like it might finally end.
Great fight from Mumas.
This is actually a very long mid fight. You stand corrected.
Yeah, long mid fight. Mumas did not want to get out there, but I guess it really paid well, and then they started. Scruff got a nice pick on the combos. If I were 92, get in now. They're down heavy, and the medic and dumb just spawned.
It's only 12:45 to play left on the map, and 92 is down by 2. That is not much time when you're playing a 5 CP map where it's been widely a stalemate. This is not good for either team.
The control point
is mainly 92, of course.
Yeah, this is playing right into the hands of Mumas because they don't have to do anything. They can still win this. They will cap second, which is really big. If I were
thing is 60% advantage. They actually have to commit to this push now. They can't daddle around. They have 4 down on Mumas. They gotta go in. There we go. Uber is pop from Mumas.
That's what they needed. Big time from 92. They'll
Art's doing a good job of selling the Uber. Trying to survive. Most people in spam. There might not be enough to defend the point. Only a spy, and there goes the full wipe. Now we have a game.
Now we have a game. 3-2 right now for Muma advantage. Muma only needs one more round to claim the win. And Dream Team needs one more round to stay alive on this map. So, fast rollouts. Yeah, fast rollouts from both demos. Got there about the same time as Sticky Spam coming out. Again, watching Muma at this mid is he's been doing so much work at mid. But again, slow mid fights. They'll get the Oxy pick by Space Ghost, but nothing else happening. So far,
a little bit of a stall. It looks like we got only 2 players back in this corner now, with the 3 remaining people on mid for blue team spread out. Although for them, there really hasn't been too much pressure on mid so far.
Yeah, that's because no sniper, no demo, no scout, and that scout has been there for 92, so I'm expecting red to get this cap even though both teams have Uber. But blues aren't staying in. They don't want to get out.
This is very risky. Even though they both have 100% Uber, what are you going to do when you only have... You have 2 teams at Uber, one has a demo man, one has a pyro, completely stalling the Uber. It looks like they might actually get caught in here.
And they need to get them out. And guess they're doing that. There goes Heavy and Medic. Good job by Bird, Slemnish right there. I think it's Drati assist by Ghost as well, but Red doesn't want to give this up. This is interesting. Both teams are really committed to this mid fight, and
which is interesting because the mid fight is not the main priority of 5CP.
Yeah.
Of course, if you wipe the other team at mid, that is huge for your team. But when your team is losing numbers consistently, you have Uber. What they should better really do is back up and at least afford themselves one more point to hold than completely dying and continuing trying to go in and win that mid. It doesn't matter that much that it's worth the sacrifice.
One thing I'm noticing is Jack has 400 pings. I wonder if they're going to take a pause right now because that's going to really hurt blue right now. Is I don't think a 400 ping pyro is going to be much help.
Oh no, it's absolute misery. Any class, but...
Yeah, any class, but Melon can obviously deal with this pyro because she is pyro main herself. So, totally sympathized. Looks like blue wants to go into IT. Blue's trying to hold on, but I guess they're going to give up that dream as Scout's racing him with his baseball bat. Trying to get a clear, but nope. Slight advantage for blue. Not gonna really matter as Red's gonna
It was
get
a
the
smart
Uber right
decision for Red to be holding close to map on second point, that they can actually just trade Ubers early on.
Yeah.
Last time what we saw from them, they did not have Uber advantage at all. They were holding back. They allowed everyone to get an IT, which is the main thing you really want to watch when you're holding that far back. One thing you want to make sure the sniper sideline is invisible from sewers. But you really want to make sure when you're holding your IT is clear, and it looks like they've really changed that around. They have a pretty firm hold on everything right now.
One thing I've noticed is that I believe the red team is finally realizing how big of a threat Space Ghost copied. If you're looking at the standings right now, he is being limited big time, and it might be just because this is so stalemated, the snipers couldn't do much, as Oxy doesn't. He's not doing as much, but he's doing more, I should say. But he's not doing as much as a typical process sniper do. This is a pretty friendly sniper map. Here comes Blue Bomb on Medic. They drop the Medic! Wow!
Oh my goodness, and they move him right away after that. Trying to get enough picks off. 3 down for Red. It looks like this push is 1, and Red is just going to back out into last. Picking up any stragglers right now.
Cute. Caught in, bombed, and just did beautiful plays. Some picks coming in from Red. They do get quite a few, and that's going to allow them, this Red team. Why are they pushing into last? They have a numbers disadvantage and not a big Uber advantage as that's a good pick. They get the soldier, which is gonna kill Demo and Medic. But they need to get out. Takram's got 8 HP. And they didn't even cap second. What's going on?
I actually don't know really stop in that play there. It was just back and forth and not really. I disagree with the decision to go into last, but the amount of players who lost in either team, I'm actually surprised one took advantage of this situation rather than just trying to play it safe and hold the points they had.
Yeah, it looks like Blue knows that they have an advantage and they want to get right into this red team right now. So here we go. Red team's in with the Uber. They need to get this red team back, and they need to cap second right now because they had an opportunity last time and they completely blew it. But picks coming in from red. They have the numbers advantage. They get
oh my gosh,
Medic.
key pick from Flatline, and it looks like red is going to come in and completely finish up on this pass.
Yeah,
It's not what you wanted 92 to do when they only have 6:30 left on a 5 CP map.
And they're only
It's going to
going to
be
have
very difficult for them.
3 players up, and looks like Mumum's moving up. They need to get in further. There's only 3 up. They should know who they are. So, if I were the Mumas, I'd be getting in as the full numbers are in. If they get Space Ghost, that's probably the signal of we can't hold this point anymore. We need to hold last. So, great play by Mumas right there, Chad. They wipe on that second push.
Absolutely, and I actually disagree with the decision that 92 actually has their whole entire flank trying to get out and get a pick right now. If they were to lose their flank here, considering the large advantage they have, that could mean movements can just roll right into last.
And another thing is that the flank on 92 needs to play passively. If they lose another round, it is game over, and we're going to a third map. They lose Bird there. Bird for NG pick, which
probably not enough to push off of.
Yeah, they can't push off the soldier pick, but it's the beginning of something. If they can maybe get the scout or sniper pick, sniper's playing aggro in a lobby, then maybe they could push in. But as reading in the thing, Red had an Uber for 20 seconds. And
oh my goodness, Drop McGuff, what a key pick! Barely slipping
the
behind.
Drop.
Unfortunately, with sorry, never mind. Oh my gosh, and the medic actually drops on the other team too. We're gonna see even longer of a stalemate, but they continue to fight. Red actually had their push completely saved here. What could have been a disastrous situation for them turned around.
Yeah, this isn't looking good for either team. It's just sloppy play all around. I mean, that was a great play by Scruff McGruff getting that med pick, and as we've said, both teams need to work on awareness. I don't know what dropped Takram, but he should not have dropped there. He had his full team around him and an Uber
I believe
advantage,
it was just an aggressive push and not enough reaction. It looks like it was almost to the heavy, I believe. Don't take my word on that.
There's a level 2 being built on the red team, level 3 now, so kind of a weird strategy for the red team with a full-grown level sentry. Not the worst decision, but
Looks like 92 is actually going out to battlements. We might see an Uber trade here on Bats in a second. Level 3 obviously slowing him down.
Neither team has Uber though. In fact, red team's got a slight Uber advantage, so I don't know why Blue's trying to force this, because if they lose their combo player, this isn't looking good. Red Uber pops. If they don't know about this,
not ready.
they can't do
85%.
anything.
There's nowhere to go.
No, that Red Uber was completely wasted. And Blue knows that this is the time. Now that they have Uber, they need to get in. They need to take care of this game.
Right, 92 pushes in with Uber, gets his sentry gun actually rescue injured away. Few players left on red. They're actually holding this point very passively, not taking the risk into back cap.
That is Scout and Soldier back cap. We're going to a third map.
Hey, they waited for us this time.
Yeah, they waited for us. That's very thoughtful of these guys this time. But that was pretty crazy. I do not agree with the aggressiveness without Uber, but I do agree that they should have gotten aggressive without Uber. It's just a great all-around play by those guys, and we're heading to Viaduct, and this is the map where it's the Wild West with this one. I don't know who's gonna win this.
goodness, I can't even see the map yet. What are we on now?
We are on Viaduct.
Of course, it's always Viaduct.
I'm going to take a look at these logs right now, and the big standout players are Muma. Muma going 30 and 12 with 13,000 damage. He's out damaging the other demo by 5,000. That's really bad when it comes to the other demo.
DPM, it's wonderful.
Yeah, great job by Muma, but Hungry's got to step it up because Blue's on doing great work, 29, but 15-14 with 8,000 damage. That's not terrible, but when you're going against 30 and 12 with 13,000 DM, that's not looking good. And Super, another big player with 10,000 damage with 28 frags. So Super and Muma doing a lot of work right now for that team.
Of course, always pretty impressive considering how stalemated the map can be at times and how often it got. The mid fights as well as last pushes really kind of got slow there.
Yeah.
So, props to Muma's there. I definitely saw a change of improvement in just the overall team play and awareness than what we saw in Upward.
One thing I want to point out is that both snipers not doing too well on that map. Space Ghost 15 kills, 15 frags, and looking at it, he had 2 med picks. Oxy with 13 kills, no med picks, gets 3 demo picks. Maybe just a bad game for the snipers, I'm not sure, but this is the map where this is a map that can be completely decided by a good sniper. Both these teams have proven that they can go back and forth with each other. It comes down to Oxy outperform Space Ghost or will Space Ghost outperform Oxy.
And again, I know I said it last time about just the spies in this map have been going huge on, although they're not exactly bad spy maps, they're not exactly ones where you see them shine. It's not Viaduct, which, of course, when these spies have already been doing so well, I expect to see a lot more of them. These pick classes have been great this match so far.
Showed himself on Viaduct when we casted his game against IFA, so I'm expecting him to do a lot of work, and if I am Muma's, I am fearing for my life when I'm fighting against Scruff McGruff on this map. They need to do a few things on 92, however. First off, they need to control the skies a little better. Bluezon can obviously area denial like no other, but Muma and Super are just doing way too much work, and Super's getting a lot of flank plays. He's limiting their sniper action. Looking at the logs, he had 6 sniper picks. Muma had 8. So
wow.
Those are combining for a lot of the Blue sniper deaths, and Blue needs to protect Space Ghost, because Space Ghost is one of those players that if he is on his game, you can't beat him.
Well, it's certainly going to be interesting. I can't exactly say anything about either team. Coming, again, from an unbiased view, what I said about the teams on Upward is completely different in what we saw in Process, and I'm not exactly sure what to expect here in Viaduct. We can see, what we saw in Upward again. We can see the very aggressive forward play. We can see some overextension and being played off of because of that, or we can see the careful, adjusted play that we saw in Process, where I mean, it's really anyone's game right now. I've seen great play from either team tonight, and depending on which mode they go into, it can really see either result go. I can't say there's any dominant players and dominant teams right now because it's very even throughout this entire game, or day so far.
Honestly, I believe this comes down to who can get mid control first. This is what I think is going to decide this set is who can get control of mid and who can keep their sniper alive. Because both teams in that last game could not keep their sniper alive, and that is killing them. But if either team can just keep Oxy or Space Ghost alive, this is going to be impossible for the other team to come back from, because both these snipers have proven they are two of the best. And while I think Space Ghost has a tiny bit of an edge since I know how well he is, I've seen him play a lot more than I've seen Oxy. I'm not going to underestimate Oxy and say that he is one of the best snipers in this division. And he can do almost, if not as much work as Space Ghost got me.
Say if anything that we have to look out for is we really got to watch how quickly these teams are pushing, because I know last time that was a struggling point for either end, is how slow they would get in and out of pushes and how that really cost them.
Yeah.
If snipers are a big factor, you gotta watch where your positioning is. You gotta make sure you're not picked out because one player is obviously gonna be the difference.
And we are live here on the final map of the first set of Grand Finals. If 92 wins this map, they will win the Gold Grand Finals. However, if Mumas wins this, there will be a decisive Thursday match to decide who is the Gold champion. And right now, things not looking good right now for the red team. A lot of picks going on them. But they do lose 2 players on blue, so even number.
Either team is actually playing very passively in the mid so far, both holding back by cliff, nobody getting cap time. And it looks like just now we're seeing one team, sorry, we're seeing 92 taking that aggressive hold, and Muma didn't even want any of it. Completely backed up. I think that was a safe decision. They were both playing it safe, and I think they learned from their process mids that if they stay in too long and stay too forward, committing to that mid fight, it's not going to go well for them.
Of course. This is looking really well for 92. Uber popped right now on red, but now the Uber's popped on blue. This is looking really good for the blue team, getting complete control. But quite a bit of Oxy is still up though. I don't think that they know where Oxy is for some reason. He gets bird. That's a good starter. He needs to do a little bit more.
You really have to be careful here at Hungary, although he had protection. He's playing very aggressively right now, and I think if Red starts to realize they could take advantage of his positioning and get a quick demo pick.
And looks like the soldier wanted to take advantage of it, kind of got denied, I think, by the scout there, so nothing happening. Sort of a stalemate going on. Equal Uber is not much action happening, just sort of damage being volleyed out here and there. That Gerard even been in, but his sleeping life goes down on a nice shot from Space Ghost.
Definitely seen some very dominant demo plays so far this map. It seems like the picks on either team. Oh, and the force going off from the red scout comes in. Blue is popped on the point. Doesn't matter, but it definitely puts red at full Uber advantage. Sniper up. Only 4 to defend the point.
Uber coming on cliff. Spy gets hungry right there, so that's going to force this team to get out as Muma angrily jumping cliff, trying to get this medic. Can he get him? I don't think so. As
there we go. Space Ghost Coffee did get the medic. However, it doesn't matter. They did get cap time. Blue holding completely back in. Spy gets their medic too. Really didn't. Excellent picks on either end.
Yeah, looks like Blue getting right back in off the great picks coming in from Space Ghost Coffee.
Yeah, it looks like it really was a trade shuffle for each team. The cap time was good coming from red, but with the medic down, they didn't even decide to contest. They started losing numbers, and I think that was a smart decision to back off there.
Yeah.
Equal advantage or not, it's all a numbers game, and of course, whichever team has most cap time and ground on you is going to mean predict the next couple seconds.
Muma's 50% Uber advantage, not too much, but maybe to earn something as Space Ghost now on 5K, doing a lot of work, and now Takram's got an advantage. What happened? Not running crits, so good job by the blue medic getting a bit of an advantage now with the red medic.
Just very back and forth cap time so far. Of course, the blue with the lead by almost 2 minutes.
We have lost control point.
Yeah, a 2-minute advantage, but maybe red can hold on to this for a little while. They have to if they want to survive.
And blue, like they're about to have an Uber trade. They do have numbers, and I wouldn't be surprised if you see them push forward right away.
Oxy goes down.
No, they're safe. Only 24 seconds to go. Oh, Chris versus Uber fight.
Crits. I did not pick Crits gun. Not a good idea for the red medic to run crits at that time, but not much you can do. It's Spy.
Very interesting decision.
Yeah.
You really got to watch your play, especially when you know the other team is still running Uber and had previously backed up to play a safer position as to let your team get the point. Only 15 seconds to go for blue. Advantage, numbers, everything is going in their way right now, and it looks like we might only see one more push back frantically from red.
Yeah, they need to get on this point if they're going to survive. They only have 5 seconds.
Need cap time, but with a forward hold, they might not even be able to touch the point in the last few seconds, and nope. Round goes to 92 Dream.
Great job. The Dream Team right there. That was just complete control of that mid. I'd say that sniper-wise,
cap time is just a very big factor. I haven't exactly seen as much from the snipers as I think we'd like to believe before the map, but cap time.
Cap time has been huge, and both demos doing a lot of work. Hungry is really doing a really good job right now. With 17 points tied with Bluzhan for the best on his team. Uma not too far behind with 13 of his own. So, good
Looks like
job.
a pretty decisive mid-win for Red here.
But
Only one soldier contesting the point, putting a damage, and I think it was a good decision from them to back up once they started losing those key numbers there.
Yeah, does keep the medic, however, so this isn't a terrible loss for this blue team, as they're going to be able to get into this red, what are they running? Let me check, fly over to their medic.
They're actually running crits right now.
Yeah, they are.
And the crits is popped.
Crits popped.
Looks like they won't be able to get anything done, possibly a soldier pick if anything, but blue knew and they were way back, and now they have full Uber advantage ready to go in, but they don't notice.
Sticky.
It does nothing.
If Uma had waited a second there, he might have been able
That
to
could
get
have
that
been
Uber job.
insane.
Yeah, but
There we go.
no crit sticky trap. Here comes the blue Uber. Uber obviously going to be superior to crits in every single way if they're equal. So we're going to recap the point with only a minute lost. So this is a good recap from blue. Nice shot by Space Ghost getting Uma right here. That's going to now make sure that they won't be able to cap this point for another 10 seconds, I'd say, at the least. Oxy goes down now.
This is very interesting. It looks like Red is still running on crits. So they're going to come out very soon with a 20% advantage on Red, fastly growing. And let's see if they're actually able to capitalize on the crits this next time.
And yeah, crits, here comes the crits right now, I believe.
Knowing blue playing very safe, they're ready to back up.
Gets the demo! That's gonna stop any crits happening right now. They might do laser beams.
Pops on heavy. They might be able to get a pick or two from this, but it looks like it's not going to be that much. Blue is about to get damaged. Takram is all the way back, ready to go in with his team in a second. Only two down for blue.
Yep, here comes the blue over the pyro flank, but not gonna get him. Gets the demo. Good job by Arts right there getting the demo, but
again, cap time playing a huge factor. Even with that crits and pushing blue team all the way back, they didn't get that demo pick behind the point. They didn't get any cap time, and blue is just able to come Uber in without anybody there basically to stop their Uber, aside from the pyro, which is not much of a force when you're running Uber.
Great job by 92. They handled that perfectly, and nothing moves. But here we go. Flatline gets a nice pick on Takram. That might be the entrance that that Muma's needs to get into this point.
Looks like a little bit of spread right now. It looks like they're actually suiciding their demo and soldier into the red medic to try to get
doesn't get him
quite a little bit of an advantage, but not going to do much now. And it looks like Red's going to be able to clean up and just get the point with only an NG to stop them.
Blues might have gone a little earlier there. He hit that red medic really hard, but if he had waited just a second, that might have been a drop from Blues. But let's see here how this is going to go.
Gotta say, we're holding crits over here on Mumas again. What we gotta be careful about now is they know they're walking into a trap. They have a very big disadvantage. They have a lot of cap time going for them right now, and really, I'm surprised to see them all so forward right now. They're losing a couple numbers.
Again, full crit going up against. Oh, the drop.
There we go, Scruff McGruff.
Scruff McGruff.
That was, I don't know. That was very risky play from them. They're holding forward, but they weren't forward holding, which it kind of allowed them to almost get wrapped. And no, when you're holding forward, because you're playing so aggressive, you have to pay attention to what's forward, because any second could really change the result. And because of that, no one was watching behind, and the spike came right in.
Yeah, that was just 92 is playing this, I think, almost picture perfect. Like, it's almost impossible for the Mumas to get into them, and I honestly think that they got off crit. That's what I was gonna say. Crits has not been working for them at all. They're getting like 1 or 2 picks.
Crits is a risky play when you have a team that's playing Uber advantage and just playing very safe, knowing that crits advantage is always there. So it's just not working out for them, and sometimes you really got to consider that and make it switch faster if it's not working.
Red getting across the point, and yep, are they gonna cap it? I don't think so. Blue Uber trying to prevent them.
Blue completely able to from the point, really no focus at all, but being cleaned up by that Uber, unfortunately. In the end, did get the cap. A lot of numbers down for either team right now. This is really crucial for Red. They have only 14 seconds on the other clock. And did the server? go down?
Mission ends in 60
Oh.
seconds.
That's
That's
not...
a pause?
Pause? Let me go ask Space if the pause is still going on.
Oh goodness, I don't know. This would be very bad if it was a crash. If it was
Yeah.
a crash, they would have to completely restart.
Yeah, apparently Muma's paused on them. I'm gonna go ask why for Space Ghost. So yeah, we have this is the first pause of the Grand Finals.
Oh, now the times are all going to be messed up. Ah, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was going to say they only have 15 seconds to hold. Red is holding Uber this time, which is definitely going to help them a lot better than Chris has been working for them, I think.
Yeah.
But they need that. They definitely need that advantage. Knowing that Blue doesn't have anything, they're going to have, what, a minute 10 to hold?
Yeah,
That's enough for one Uber push, but they just got to make sure they're not losing numbers, not losing picks to pick classes, which has really been their enemy so far in this game. Mainly the spy. And their own mistakes a lot of times. I've just seen so many aggressive holds not work out for them, and in the way that they're just not, I don't know. What do you say, Zoe? I'm sorry, I'm rambling again.
Well, what I see right now is that Muma is I think not doing a good job when it comes to dealing with the pick classes. Scruff McGruff, well, 19 points and on the bottom, he is doing so much work, and I honestly think that he's one of the biggest reasons why 92 has that 14-second cap time versus a minute, because like whenever they have a slight advantage or they need to get a player, Scruff is there to get that pick. And,
oh, he's been absolutely incredible tonight. All the key picks. Yeah, how many medic picks do you think he's gotten total so far?
so far over
Medic
the entire
and demo just completely.
Over the entire game or over this set? Because if it's over the like 10.
Oh, I mean, I would say over like upward and process, and
Yeah.
I mean, I think med picks alone has been the pick I've seen from him. I know obviously he's been doing other things, but just so many key moments he's been coming in and getting those picks that has really been game changing for him.
I'm gonna say though, not to be outdone by Flatline. Flatline is doing a terrific job for Mumas, and this is really true showing of two great spies going at it. And a matchup I'm a little disappointed in though. I wanted to see more against it was the sniper matchup, and I've been hyping it. I'm a sniper main myself. I love watching two good snipers go at it, and I believe Space Ghost is bringing it right now. I think that he's doing a pretty good job. Maybe not as good as he might be able to do it, but Oxy is underperforming, and I think this is killing the Mumas right now, because Oxy needs to start playing towards his potential. Because I know this guy is really good. I've played against Oxy and Space Ghost before. They're both very, very talented, but right now it's killing them that Space Ghost is able to do much more work than Oxy. And
Well, it's all about quality of picks, because actually looking at the logs right now, both snipers are up towards the top of their teams. However, with Oxy sitting up at 11 and 7, 232 DPM, and Space Ghost holding at 12 and 8 with 421 DPM. You can definitely see who's causing a little bit more of an impact, even though it's not around kills.
yeah, I just feel like Oxy he's not doing as much as a sniper could do on this map, and well, maybe both teams are just so great that it's hard for the snipers to do as much. They need him to step up a little bit more. That's huge. Muma has picked up his game. He was struggling in that first round a little bit, but he's turned it around completely, and Muma is now holding the forefront. Demo fight has been very fun to watch on this, as it should be on all Viaducts. Hungry
Definitely. I
really
definitely
playing
have
out
to
of
say
his
commends
mind.
to both demos as well. They've been doing absolutely fantastic this entire game so far, especially in Viaduct. We've seen a lot come up.
Yeah,
But process as well.
the big matchups for this set in particular have been Demo and Scout, and I think I talked about Slemnish a little bit, but this other Scout, the blue Scout, Skippy, or sorry, the red Scout, Skippy, he's terrific. I actually didn't know him that well, and turns out he's playing right next to him. So great job by Skippy, a great job by Slemnish, and the demos, of course, doing their job. Doesn't look like the pause has even been unlifted yet, so we're gonna keep waiting.
Any word on what reason that is? as to why it's paused?
Space Ghost is unaware. I don't think Muma's. I think they might have said something to Blues, but Blues is offline for right now, so can't talk to him directly. I'm just gonna guess that Arts has been dealing with internet connection issues, so I'm gonna guess it's Arts lagged out, which they're just gonna take a pause for. So I guess they're just trying to see if Arts can get back in.
Yeah, it looks like all 18 players are in server right now, so I'm kind of wondering what holdup is. But of course, things happen in matches, so goes. And in finals, you don't want to really risk anything, even if it's just a slight ping spike.
Apparently, actually, I have an update. It's not about Arts. It's about the Red Soldier Super. Something's apparently going on. I'm asking Space for a little bit more details, but not getting anything. I also want to quickly mention something about Soldier. Take a look at the Soldier differential on this. This is pretty big. Super's got 12 points. Bird's got 40. So Bird is completely showing his true wings, if I can make that little pun right there.
Doesn't mean anything.
Bird has been absolutely terrific this game. Top fragging, yeah, he's top fragging for his team right now. Super bottom fragging. So again, another player that needs to sort of pick it up, but he needs to pick it up a little bit more than Oxy. Oxy's at least he's holding his own weight, but Super does not look like he's doing that well.
Well, we'll see. I mean, this is only the second round now, of course, towards the end, but all the same.
Don't want to say
Vinex
that.
is a very particular map. I think a lot of people, especially if these teams weren't able to scrim it much, which happens in a best-of-3 finals, it's just depending gameplay. A lot of things will change throughout the course of the rounds, but whether you want to see more from the snipers or the soldiers, that may or may not happen. And we kind of just have to rely on the rest of your team in that case. You can't always rely on just one player, even if it's a dominant class like sniper. But of course, having a great sniper always does help.
It always does help, and both these snipers are terrific. So, while we do have a pause, is there anything that you want to talk about, Melon? Just off topic, really quickly. Well, of course we wait for this. About maybe UGC business going on right now, or something coming up.
The only thing I can think of UGC-wise is, again, I can mention that they do have the community poll up on the forums right now. So whether you're currently rostered on a team or not, they do have the poll for all players, and they do have two separate polls. One has to do more about maps for next season, as well as bans, like weapon bans, and other has a lot to do with feedback. Just general UGC feedback. And I think they would like to hear from all of you. If anyone wants to just take a minute, it really takes no time. I did on my phone this morning, so it's accessible. Just take a minute and check that out. I'm sure the admins would really appreciate everyone's feedback.
Yeah, I took a look at it last night when it was released, and I definitely did go give my opinions, because the community does need to be tweaked here and there as the demands and the wants are changing in UGC, as it is definitely a developing and evolving league. So we do really want your input on that. And also, talking about UGC, there are openings for the sign-ups for season 15, the upcoming the winter season, are happening right now. So if you want to go get involved in some TF2, maybe it's your first season, maybe you're a returning player after a long hiatus, go onto the forums, post a LFT thread, and get into that, because this is going to be a very successful season of TF2. It's going to be obviously our biggest yet, and it's going to be grand.
Yeah, very exciting stuff to look forward to. And I actually kind of want to figure out, are most people in the chat right now in Gold Division? Just kind of want to get a little feel for who our viewers are, and especially kind of an updated stance of who you guys think is going to win, especially since it seemed like the clear favorite at the beginning was 92 Dream Team. However, it's been kind of back and forth so far as to who might actually take the title and whether or not we're going to go to Thursday. So it'll be very interesting to see some updated opinions in chat and what you guys think. Of course, as we continue our pause, which may never end.
A never-ending pause, and in case anybody is just tuning in right now, it is currently 1-1, both teams. have won a map. Dream Team won Upward with 2-0. We got to see a full match of Upward, and we also got to see a process switch. It was a very intense process, and Muma's pulled out that. So this is the deciding map, and as said before, if the Dream Team wins this map, they will win gold. They will be the gold champions. If Muma's wins this map, however, there will be the second grand finals on Thursday to decide the winner. So if Muma's wins this, tune in Thursday to see some more TF2 action.
Very exciting. Alright, so I'm not really sure what to talk about. Cheers, do you have anything? Oh, that's right. Okay, so coming up, I'm not sure, are sign-ups still open? Alright, so EVL Gaming League, of course, a very rapidly growing, not only a league of its own that holds tournaments, but newly evolved streaming site. They've been holding a lot of tournaments for UGC Gold and just casting a lot of those games. You know, a very rapidly evolving community is holding their EVL Winter Battle Royale, probably, what is it, end of January now? And it was extremely successful last year. We had hundreds of players sign up, and already this season we have hundreds of players already rostered on teams, and they're looking for more. So if you guys are interested in signing up, I definitely recommend checking it out. I will be one of the casters for that day. I know my casting experience is limited these days, but I definitely loved casting it last year. It was a lot of fun. A lot of people participated, a lot of silliness, a lot of great plays, and it was just fun overall. It was a fun day.
And you can't forget about the Melee event either.
Oh, of course. They do have what is it? It's not arena, is it?
It's just a 16v16 Melee fight.
Yes, all for fun, and that's for everybody, whether you're on a team or not. Anybody watching the stream or just wanting to play that day for a little bit can join in on the silliness and the Melee battles. We do have some pretty fun maps going on for that too. But it's just a good tournament all in all. If you like TF2, whether you're serious about 4v4 or not, and I know a lot of people have taken up 4v4 recently or just do it as a hobby or whatever, but it's fun. It's just playing and enjoying the game that we all love. So if you guys want to sign up, that is still going on the site.
I have an update from Space Ghost Coffee. Apparently, Mumas have kicked Super. There's some issue circulating around him, so they're going to be getting a sub-soldier.
They kicked somebody. During a finals match.
They kicked him because there's some issue going on with him. They don't know what's exactly going on, so they're going to go get another player. And we're back.
Alright. I'm interested to see who comes in right now.
Yeah, Super is still playing, I think.
Fortunately for us, the times are messed up. However, at this point, we do have about a minute left on red team's side. Only 14 seconds left for blue. Looks like blue is actually winning this push so far. Only getting a lot of ground, possibly getting in, but spoke too soon. Red is completely dominant on the point.
Attack ram goes down right there. So blue can't really get this point. This is going to kill them as Red has got full crits, it looks like. But Scruff McGruff.
The MVP of this game so far comes in. It might have saved his team a little bit more time, but coming in one by one is not what they want right now. When one team is nearing the end of their clock and the other only has 14 seconds to go.
Now, Sniper sitting on bat, seeing what he can do, but Space Ghost gets Sleeping Life. Muma doing quite a bit of work right now.
It's just down to the time of medic. How that changed so quickly. We have melee weapons coming out, but it looks like in the end, Mumas was able to retake the point and actually run down the clock from 0 from almost a full minute disadvantage.
Yeah, so current score right now, it is 1-1 all. This is going to a best of 3. First to win 3 rounds wins.
This is about the time where we will be seeing the players change out as we reach the unpause. Geo is coming in for Red Soldier.
So, want to see what Geo does. Maybe a little bit more work than we've been seeing from Super. Wow, that was a nasty face stab by Flatline right there.
A little bit of a slow mid so far. Looks like Red is completely able to retake the point. I don't blame Blue for backing out there as they were losing more players.
Sakram went down in that engagement, I believe. Might be my thing is glitched out, but apparently he's alive, and my HUD is just not telling me he is alive, so.
Interesting, yeah. It looks like all of the standings on the left side of the screen are messed up. That is not the current.
Type in HUD reload scheme so we can, that'll fix it all good.
Alright, take over for a minute, I gotta do that.
Yeah. Both teams, I believe, have equal Uber. Spy trying to go in. Blue Uber popped, red Uber also popped on. Blue has a little bit of a disadvantage right now, I believe, and they're forced to get out. Red easily holding his point. Down goes Sleeping Life to a nice play by Slemnish and Bird. Slemnish now trying to get something on behind the point, trying to get, I think the Pyro was being a nuisance back there, but they will get him in Muma. Blue
very dominant positioning. Watch out for the sniper down in main. No picks out yet. It looks like they are going to hold a little bit more forward here than usual, considering the sniper is up. But they got to be really careful here. They do have a time disadvantage, not by much, but this aim has absolutely been dependent on the picks so far that we've been seeing, especially from spy classes.
Sam.
I think they definitely have to watch Hungry right here. He's a little bit forward on their team, but doing a ton of work for Blue.
Yeah, there's
Red's able to capitalize on it. We might see some trouble going on.
Yeah, Blue, complete control at this point. Space Ghost gets Muma. That's a huge pick. Like, every time Space Ghost gets one of these big picks, it's 10 seconds they can't push. And every 10 seconds he gets a pick, that's 10 seconds they can't move. So, this is really good, but there you go. Space Ghost goes down with Bird next. Those are two really good players right now for them. But down goes Sam again. Sam and Sleeping Light go down to the red Uber, and there goes Muma. So
right now it looks like Tackman goes down.
Died. So everybody's going down to a lot of exchanges right now.
Interesting. Red combo actually nowhere to be seen. Completely the flank just cleared up on the point there. Almost let free ground could come in and cap the point. Blue holding back, obviously having to regroup after that utter destruction of just being wiped up on point.
Currently reloading my HUD, trying to see if this is going to fix it, because this little glitch on the right side, I like to know who's running what, so... Red has the point with a minute,
they're both on Uber.
There we go, that fixed it. Now I can see Uber. Yeah, Red has got about a 30% advantage over the blue team. Sniper advantage, though, is pretty big.
So we're going to see the slow sub pressure coming in, the flank starting to move in. Heavy in the mini actually have very good position, completely locking up the flank. We see the back and forth passiveness coming out of 92 again, which is something we really haven't seen since the beginning of process.
Scout trying to get something, he's in-house, trying to see if he can do something, can't do it. Red had a little bit of an advantage, and they are running Uber, so might have been wise by something with them pushed up. Blue gonna force the issue, however. Sleeping Light goes down to the initial push, and
actually Oxygen got a very good initial demo pick on completely stalling Blue's Uber there.
Yeah,
but I'd say 100%. My HUD is messed up, so they do not have Uber.
Yeah, both teams are about even right now with 20%. Blue with a slight advantage. But Blue will recap the point. They have about a minute 20 remaining on this time, while Loomis is 50. Down goes Sleeping Life to a nice stab by Scruff McGruff. Again, all these combo picks, that's 10 seconds that they can't push. So every time they get that 10 seconds, we need to wait. But doesn't look like Muma wants to wait. Muma wants to go right now, not wait 10 seconds. So
yeah, but Muma's demoman is actually alone, and luckily for him, he's not being picked out or really capitalized on by anybody on red, which is kind of the play that we've seen in either team so far. Everyone has been playing very safe, even if it means not going for a player that is possibly a little bit out of position.
Gotcha. Sleeping Life goes down to a nice headshot by Space Ghost. And
a little bit of a HUD problem, and the Uber is popped. Looks like we're about to see a trade here on point.
Blue Uber's a little bit better than the red Uber.
No cap time going for red. It looks like they're about to get singled out here completely. Medic being able to make it out, but Demo Man will go down, and nothing accomplished from the red Uber.
Oxy gets Space Ghost, and Muma gets Slemnish. Those are two good picks right now. But there goes the combo for the red team. So gonna do 10 seconds remaining for 92. They need to hold on for 10 seconds, and they got this, but Red's gonna get on the point, and only Blue's there to
Heavy to
prevent.
contest. It looks like
We have lost control point.
really have to say Blue Medic is making a good decision here by backing off, not committing to that push, as they have plenty of time to work off of this. They still have 40 seconds.
Yeah.
What overtime means for the team, as long as they cap the point, they have it. There's no fight over mid at this point. As long as they get that cap, they have it. So they want to play it very safe at this point.
All right there, but the scout runs into the middle of everybody off that sniper. Sniper's such a good pick on this map, so that's gonna prevent any get a good pick to push in. So looks like Blue's gonna push in right now. They're not gonna wait for this 10 seconds. So here we go. Blue
Uber's
pop.
top. We're gonna
Red
stay trade
pop.
here. Now it's all a game of numbers. We gotta see where the positioning is. It looks like Red combo is actually in alone, and if the demo gets figured out here for Blue, that might be it for them. But it looks like he didn't.
Oxy goes
Now
down.
a matter of
Blue
staying
goes
alive.
down.
Here we go.
And Pyro is fighting on the point alone.
Oh no!
Medic on the point. Spy gets the heavy.
There it is. No, it's not over yet. It's not over
Spy
yet.
got to the
It's
demo.
on the point.
Spy
That
scout.
was ridiculous.
Wow. Scruff McGruff.
That was almost decisively for Red, but of course, the spy, bot time, sniper scout gets to the point, and wow, what a turn of events.
Scruff McGruff and Slemnish and Space Ghost just all got on there, and suddenly nothing to be done. So now it is 2-1 Dream Team. If they win one more round, we have a gold champion. And there goes down, there's the red medic down to a really nice bomb by Bird. Bird's not even down yet, finally goes down. So Blue should easily be able to capture this point, but Uma not taking this, takes down Hungry, and Sniper's
Spy
sitting
coming
on
in a
Cliff.
house and on the medic, will he get the pick? And he does not. Very nice catch by Blue.
Oxy's sitting on Cliff comfortably waiting for this combo to rotate on the point, but Blue knows about this, so he's sitting on that little corner of the point where you can't see him. But he gets bonked! Blues gets bonked!
Short reminder that this could be it if 92 happened to win this round. There's
Yeah.
this could be game, and that
But
means
Muma
we will
takes
not
the
play
mid
against
fight.
Thursday.
Yeah, Muma takes the mid fight right here. That's a good cap right there, but 3 down right now. That might be a push. Because they
They're starting
do have an
to edge
overhand.
up. They have Uber is popped, good positioning in.
Nice.
Nobody here to contest from Red, and it looks like they should be able to get people behind them on the point and get some cap
They
time.
need to start getting cap time right now. It looks like Blues is going to go ahead and do that. They did not get the red medic during that, however, so Red has got a pretty significant Uber advantage. If Red can capitalize on this, that'd be really great. Looks like they are going to capitalize. Here comes Puma in right now. Oh, Space Ghost gets the red medic. That is what they need, a big pick right there from a brilliant sniper. So this is going to help a little bit. Now Takram's got about
This is not going to be going well
70%.
for Takram.
Takram goes down, Becca gets it. Great plays right there coming in.
How to
from,
say this is very risky. They still have players in. There's not much you can do when you're singled out and people get behind you and start picking off, but these players are stuck in, and Red did an awesome job of really cleaning up on those picks and surrounding them.
And Blue back on that point. Slight Uber advantage.
We have secured the control point.
Yeah, 15% in advantage. So nothing too big. Looks like both teams are still running stock Uber, which at this point is the smart idea because crits has not been working at all for either team.
Yeah,
I think
and that's typically something you see a lot in the higher levels. It's very rare that we see like when you say a steal game, for instance, you'll see a lot of teams running almost full-time crits. However, in the higher levels, you're going to see a lot more Uber, and there's reasons for that. You can see so far as to why crits didn't work out really in this match.
Yeah. Because these teams, obviously high-level teams,
You gotta play smart and play off of advantages, and if you do that, sometimes crits can be very difficult to work out and get the picks you need, even if you have a great demo.
High gold teams going at it, high golds, could play in low flats, and do somewhat alright in there, so these guys obviously know what it takes. Slemnish goes down, that's a good pick by Oxy. Oxy on a 5k right now. Blue's on, Red Uber popped, Blue Uber also popped on point, and oh, the blue combo gets separated. Medic launched in the air and needs to get out. Move it down though. Space.
Very good, some speed picks, especially by Scruff, our MVP again. Have to say it, really helping the game here every single time it comes in her play.
Scruff going after the guy with the
shorting the
6k. Can't get Oxy right now. Oxy is starting to heat up pretty big. They needed this from Oxy. Maybe a little bit sooner, so this could be a little bit more in favor, but there we go. Space gets Oxy. That's what they need. Oxy was on a 6K and thoroughly dominating it. Finally taken down. And I don't like what Space Ghost is doing right here.
Yeah, this aggression is a little bit risky. It always is in any case, especially when you have classes on top of you and to the side. Again, a big risk of being aggressive, but not, you know, in a decisive position is you're going to be exposed to spies and snipers and drops.
Geo gets the drop. Nice job by the sub-soldier. So you can see what Geo does immediately. Super bad game and just not doing too well on this map after a brilliant process match. So comes in, drops the medic, and gives that momentum back. But yeah, one thing that 92 needs to improve on is if they're going to play Space Ghost up, they need to play him with somebody else because he has been running up a lot and he's just been dying a lot. And that's killing them. So the aggression is a little too much.
I really do like the positioning that they're working now aside from what they had a minute ago. They're playing it safe now. They don't want to risk any picks at this point, especially because they do have the leading cap time, but they're down to a point where they're very close. Losing the point now could potentially be a big mistake.
Collateral getting both the combo classes, so there goes Muma and Sleeping Life. Nice shot by Space Ghost right there. And 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Muma needs to do something now because even with this Uber advantage on blue, they have to either get a pick or something is they can't wait. If they win this round, it is over. But here comes the blue spy. Whips the stab, can't get a red medic. Good try.
What are we doing?
Can red get this? They got a nice stab on blue's on, but
Uber trade just in time. They might be able to hold this, and they might be able to get cap time if they have somebody on point.
Red's gonna get some cap time.
Will it be enough? They got the cap, but will that be enough? They're going down left and right, but it looks like blue has completely backed out of the point. They're gonna try another.
Bird will pick up the red heavy Sleeping Life on point, and about even numbers right now, so nothing too substantial.
So this is it? This is all we have for Muma here. If they have 50 seconds to hold the point, if they don't do it here, they're gonna lose. They're not gonna have another chance to play Thursday, so they really gotta play it safe now, and they gotta make sure they're not losing their flank.
Muma goes down.
For demo instance.
Muma goes down, and there's another pick on Geo. Blue team. This
is not the time to fall apart. Oh my gosh.
Red medic running one with Ubersoft. This looks like it is it, ladies and gentlemen. And that is GG. The winners, Season 14 UGC Gold, the 92 Dream Team. Wow, that was a great game.
Well deserved indeed. From what I heard, they have very great play all season. It really showed tonight. Both teams were doing very well, and I say it was tight. It was hard to pick a winner, and congratulations to both on first and second respectively. But of course, we have our victor tonight, so we have a reason to celebrate big time.
Let's take a look at these logs while we can.
Also, again, I will say it. 92 Dream Team played great as a team, but I gotta say, Scruff McGruff, their spy. I was calling it. I knew the spies were doing work all game, but he does not disappoint on any map, no matter what. Viadex or not, spy map or not. He was just really showing up today.
Yeah, McGruff absolutely came up to play, and I'm going to take a look. How many med picks did this guy get in this game? Because he only had 3, but I believe how many of those were drops? The question, because it felt like all of those med picks were drops.
All situational too, exactly. Drops, demo picks that he got, and he just got so many like point saving stabs that really helped his team. One round where he clutched it by getting on point and buying time was, that's what you got to do to spy. Is sometimes you don't always have to think about the quality of pick, but also just like situational timing on not just of course picks again. Things you can do for the team, like when to get on the sniper, when to get on the point, like. It's whatever. Sometimes even distracting a player can mean the difference for your team. Very smart spy play.
I'll go talk and see if we can get some people from 92 Dream Team here for some interviews with the champions.
And I'm very excited that this team is actually a team that is apparently discussing moving on to Platinum as well, which will be very exciting. See how they compete there and see how they improve as a team in Plat if they do decide to do so.
Of course, I wish these guys honestly the best of luck in their platinum run, because these guys, they proved themselves this season that they are the best in gold, and these guys are very competitive. These guys are, I really hope, are going to be around for a while, because I don't think that there was another better gold team than these guys. These guys were the epitome of gold, and they were what made gold great. Just they give it identity. And it was sort of an honor to play against them this season. I never got to play a match against the Dream Team or Mumas, but I know that I played scrims against them, and 92 Dream Team, man, those guys blew me away with how well they.
Alright, I did send the Mumble info, so hopefully we can get some interviews. I know everyone in chat seems to be interview Scruff McGruff, all over the place, so.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to get the assassination classes from this team, Space Ghost and Scruff McGruff, along with Slemnish and Bird.
From the whole team, it was a great team effort, and I really say props to them. I really like to see what they say and how they're all feeling right now, but must have had a long season to get to this point, especially in a high-risk final as such. I mean, double elimination or not.
Yeah, I'm just taking a look at it right now. I've been talking a lot about the Dream Team, how great they were. I gotta get credit to where it's due. The Mumas, I've been kind of disrespecting them a little bit, and I do want to apologize for that. I said that earlier, way in the season. I didn't know who they were, and I thought that these guys were they were gonna do it. But these guys are something special, and what a season for them, because these are a bunch of sixes players that never were really in the Highlander scene, and they came into the Highlander scene and nearly won the division. And here we go.
Hello.
Scruff McGruff himself. Congratulations on winning gold, guys.
It feels good.
Man.
Thank you.
So, I'm just want to ask one question really quickly, and this is out to Scruff McGruff. How did he get those picks, man?
How do you ask a spy main such a question?
This is gonna be like last time you guys asked me this.
This is.
Let me just say that we caught a lot of good moments of you on stream, and I mean, I was saying it, but I think a lot of people would agree that you probably looked like the MVP out there all night, every map.
You were playing out of your mind, and were one of the big reasons why you guys were able to pull away that victory, because that was a very close game.
Yeah, like, it started getting really intense, and we just somehow pulled it out, really.
Gotta say, what were you guys expecting going into tonight's match? Like, were you guys nervous or confident in how your team was going to play? Nervous about a map?
We were pretty confident for the most part. We did well in scrims. I would say process we were a little iffy on, just because we did have some trouble. And it did come to fruition that we had that issue, but overall, I thought we were pretty confident. Everyone was really hyped to play.
That's good. Well, how do you guys feel right now?
Feel good. Except our team is probably the most chill team in UGC Gold, so you don't really hear a lot of like excitement in our mumble right now.
This is just dead silence after
yeah,
you guys
literally just dead silence. Like, good job, guys.
Yay.
Next season. They're not lying, by the way.
Yeah, I want to ask Hungry a question. So, you're obviously playing against Muma, and Muma's obviously been the so-called best demo in the division, and you held your ground really well tonight. So, what was your mindset heading into this game, knowing that you were going to be fighting a really big battle?
Honestly, it's just play more aggressive. I know that Muma is a very aggressive demo. He's really good at his DM, so I just tried to match the aggression on him. Sometimes it worked out, sometimes it didn't, but I think overall, though, our team was able to just kind of swarm all over him, so we didn't have as much of an issue with Muma as we could have had.
Well, you guys did good. It seemed like you all played very well together tonight, and especially when you guys had your struggling moments, you all seemed to pull it together, really change your outlook on the situation. I congratulate you on your victory, of course. But I actually want to look into a little bit of the future. We've heard rumors, but what is your team looking like for next season? Are you going on into platinum or?
So yeah, the plan is to go platinum, but I will no longer be playing demo because I got to finish up college with a bang. So I'll just be leading and scheduling the team. So we are looking for
Good for
a
you.
demo.
Yeah.
Besides that, I think most of the team will be intact for next season. I'm not sure about that. Still got to talk with the rest of the team. So I believe mostly everyone's coming back. So should see us in plat.